Welcome back, Lelanders. Today we're going to be talking about a eclipse that's happening on Monday. What is it? April the 8th, I think?
Wednesday.
Wednesday, or yeah, Wednesday.
No, it's not April the 8th. That's going to be the one the eclipse is. Today's the 3rd.
Yeah.
Wednesday, April the 3rd. Put a couple more loops on it and it's the 8th.
Alright, so the 8th is when the eclipse is coming up, and today we're checking out on the map to see how it compares to ley lines. I noticed a few people pointed out that the eclipse path actually does pass very close to the same region as one of the most popular ley lines around. If anyone hasn't heard of it, this is this orange ley line on the map here, which is St. Apollo's ley line. So we'll just take a quick look at a few slides I made talking about it. So there we can see the path of the line and the total solar eclipse of the sun. Yeah, April 8th. And there's a picture of it on with the ley line overlapped. So this ley line's popular for, it's called like a Saint Michael's ley line or Apollo's ley line. I like to call it the God of War ley line, but I think everyone's got their own name for it. So places that it goes over is stuff like the birth of Jesus, where the Holy Land Wars are, St. Ivan Monastery, the birthplace of Hitler. It's where the Boston airport hijackings occurred, the death of Miss USA from the Orion Year of Sacrifice, and the Mecca Cube, Mount Hermon, where the fallen angels came to earth, Mount Olympus, where the gods lived, Stonehenge, River Fail, World Trade Center site, Brownsville, Mike Tyson. I didn't even think about St. Michael, Mike Tyson, the God of War, Cherokee Warriors, and a series of volcanoes. So if people want to check more about this out, just check my website. You can see more about it there. So the next one, this is just a little look at the St. Michael's line and how far it goes over the different sites. There's a little bit of information on Wikipedia if people want to check it out. It's called St. Michael's Line. We won't cover it too much here because we've got a lot of other stuff to go with how it relates to other things. I noticed that the ley lines are also associated with fault lines, and people are asking a lot, do I think this connects to earthquakes in any way? So we got the Mississippi embankment or embayment, the Mississippi River, Indiana, and the Ohio River. So those rivers and fault lines are right associated with the path. You can see it here, how it goes across. You got the different fault lines marked in red. So it basically goes all the way from the Mississippi up to the St. Lawrence. There's some more indications of earthquakes in the region. This is a study on it. So some people have pointed out, I think it makes a lot of sense too, since we got the Mississippi interacting with this. This means that the New Madrid fault line could be associated with this eclipse. If I was to guess, if anything was to go big for there, I would probably guess the New Madrid. But I don't want to get everyone panicked. I don't really think there's really that big of a chance because the New Madrid fault line isn't really supposed to go off, according to some research, for a few more hundred years. So there's a legend, the sacred line of St. Michael represents the blow that was afflicted upon the devil when it cast him into hell, or the fall of Satan. And St. Michael the faithful are expected to be righteous and walk the straight path, which is interesting that the entire history of Mexico, when they talk about their coat of arms, the reason that they built their city there was because they were instructed by the gods to build it, Tenochtitlan or Mexico City. And lastly, I put up a slide of where this line is on Mars. I found that pretty interesting because this is the line where the 3 volcanic activities is most dominant on. So there we see where the St. Michael's line or Apollo line goes. It's very similar to the path of the eclipse, and happens to be going over the major fault line that connects these rivers, from the St. Lawrence all the way down to the Ohio River and then finishing in the Mississippi. Pretty much the path of the eclipse. So obviously not all eclipses trigger earthquakes, but it makes me a little bit suspicious when you have one that goes over a path of like a major fault line, especially one associated with the New Madrid quakes. So next what I would do is just show a little view of what it looks like on Mars. So there we have it. The St. Michael's line, or the line of sacrifice, where Titanic would have sank if it was on Mars. But no, there's the path of the eclipse, and there's the volcanoes on Mars. Just to give you an idea of how powerful this eclipse energy is, associated with major ley lines, or gravity well lines like I like to call them. So big shout out to the viewers who've been watching, liking, sharing, really appreciate it. What does everyone think about this eclipse? I know some people are hoarding food, other people are buying glasses to watch a show and travel. That'd be a fun adventure. Just make sure everyone follows the rules for how to view the eclipse safely. I know it's tempting to look just right at it. But I don't think we're supposed to do that, right?
Nope. Except for you can take your glasses off during totality.
Yeah, but it's still risky because if you take them off too soon, then boom. Kiss your eyes goodbye. Alright, so yeah, there's the eclipse and the ley lines, and if anyone has any other opinions of what they're expecting from the eclipse, add it to the chat too. We'll see if anyone's predictions become correct. If I had to guess, if there's an earthquake, it'll be the New Madrid area, but I don't think there will be. We did have a Taiwan earthquake just recently, so it makes you a little bit leery. There is activity for earthquakes occurring just right near the eclipse already. Alright, bye for now everyone. See you later. Take care. Careful with the eclipse.